Hey guys, this is Becky from Full on Purpose. I hope you're doing awesome today. Today I'm going to be talking about mindset and the way that we talk to ourselves, and just kind of shedding light on how we do talk to ourselves and the way that we are creating this world, or the way that we see this world around us. And sometimes it's something that we actually don't want. And so hopefully today I can help you to pinpoint some of those limiting beliefs and things that you have about yourself that I've noticed that I had about myself, and be able to help you to work through those. So I want to take you back last week. My sister had a gorgeous baby boy. He was 8 pounds, 13 ounces, so beautiful. His name is Jackson Rhodes. And just looking at that baby, I just instantly loved him. He didn't earn my love. He can't lose my love. Just looking at him, I wanted everything for him. Same thing whenever I had our boys, Slade and Maddox. Just looking at them at the hospital, I want them to be successful. I want their chosen profession to be something that they really desire, and that it's not really work for them because they enjoy it so much. I want them to feel empowered. I want them to feel powerful. I want them to be influential. I want them to have a connection with God. I want them to have everything at their fingertips if they want it. I don't want them to have to go hungry. I just want all these things for them. I want them to have confidence. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? And if you have kids, I know that you know what I'm talking about. Just that feeling that you want to give them everything, and I would give whatever I could to make sure that they were successful. But whenever it comes to ourselves, we don't do the same thing. So imagine, very different scene. Instead of coming into the hospital and saying, "Hey, baby Jackson, Aunt Becky loves you so much." Instead of doing that, and having him just look up at me and coo and just be so cute like babies can do. What if he looked up at me and said, no, I don't think I'm that cute. Actually, I'm having trouble opening my eyes, and, my diaper is full. And I mean, these clothes, they're hospital clothes, I'm sure that, they're not that cute. They probably don't match my eyes. That would be very weird, right? Well, babies don't do that, because when they come into this world, they're just so used to being in their mother's womb. They're taken care of. Their food supply is there 24 hours a day. They're automatically loved. Okay, they don't have the same fears that we have as adults. Somewhere along the lines, as children, we have learned to fear different things and carried them with us through our adulthood. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk to you about you being enough. This is something that I realized just recently, that I was operating on this idea that I am not enough. So everything that I do, I always said, "Oh man, I did a pretty good job on that, but I probably could have done more. I probably could have done better." If someone says, "Man, you did really good on your talk the other day on your Word Up Wednesday, I really like that," instantly I'm like, "Well, yeah, but I forgot to say this, or my hair looked this way, or the kids made noise in the background," whatever. You're automatic to accept criticism, but whenever someone says something positive, you automatically, or I know I have, automatically say, "No, that's not true," or, "Oh, I love the dress. Oh, yeah, girl, I've had this forever. I just wear this when I don't care." Or they say, "Oh, your hair is looking so good." "Oh, you think so? I've been having trouble with it. I just can't do anything with it." You have to be careful in what you're doing. Your brain is very literal. So what you tell your brain is what it listens to. For example, if you say, "Man, this job is killing me. My boss is killing me, man. This heat is just overwhelming, and I'm just so tired all the time. I'm exhausted. I need time to myself. I just want to be alone." Okay, your brain says, "Oh, okay," because it's programmed to bring you to pleasure and take you away from dangers, take you away from those kind of things. It wants you to not be uncomfortable. It wants you to be comfortable. So if you say, "Man, I just wish I had time to myself. Everything's just killing me. My life is so bad right now. Man, I just wish I had a week off." Well, guess what? You wake up with the flu. You wake up with stomach aches, and your brain says, "Okay, the only thing that I could do is make your body sick. And then now you have time to yourself when you have a week off of work." Okay, it thinks that your job is done. That's all your brain wants to do. It doesn't necessarily think of things the way that we do on the outside, right? So be very careful with what you're telling your brain. Also, don't let criticism in. Okay, if someone says, "Man, I don't know why you're even getting on Facebook. I mean, it's not like you have any degrees in health or anything like that. I mean, you've only been using essential oils for 3.5 years. What could you possibly know? You're not an aromatherapist." Don't let those things in. I say, "Oh, well, I appreciate you sharing that with me." But don't let it in, okay? And I understand how hard this is, all right? And it has been in the past for me, but I am decided and I have upgraded, and I know that this is how God made me. This is what I know. This is what I've studied. This is the work that I've put in. This is the effort that I have. These are the talents that I have. And I'm learning to accept that. Also prepare to do what you hate. So if you have goals, I know that sounds weird, but listen, if you have goals that you are focusing on and that you are going towards, you may have to do some things that are uncomfortable. Hey, if you want a body that's in shape, guess what? You don't just get to wake up and say, okay, I think myself skinny today. I think that I'm going to have these great muscles and all this kind of stuff. No, you're going to have to get up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. before everybody else gets up, when it's dark, when you don't feel like it, when you're probably tired, and put the effort in. It's not just going to come to you. If you want a healthier body, guess what? You're going to have to change your diet. You're going to have to change your mindset. If you want a more positive world, you're going to have to do that as well. Okay, you are creating where you are right now, and your mindset is a huge, huge, huge part of that. Okay, also, don't take no for an answer. Okay, if there's something that you want and that you're passionate about and that you have a goal about, go for it. Don't take no for an answer. Also, add pleasure to the things that you're doing. So if you have something, let's say it's papers that you don't want to do, or paperwork, or taxes, or something that you just, when you think about it, you're like, oh, I just want to take a nap. Go ahead and do that first thing in the morning, and you will feel empowered for the rest of the day. Let's say that you're a boss and you need to talk to one of your employees about something negative that you know either is going to hurt their feelings, or you have to let them go, or something like that. Don't wait until after work or towards the end of the day to do that. Go ahead and start your morning off with that so that you can get it out of the way and it's not sitting on your brain. Because if not, it's like running an app in the back of your phone. It's going to slow you down because you're constantly thinking and you're constantly moving those emotions about, oh, I'm going to have to go and do this today. And everything else is going to be filtered through that. So go ahead and do that. Also add pleasure to what you're doing. So if you are working out in the morning, let's say, and you don't feel like it, don't wake up and say, oh my gosh, it's 4 a.m. I don't feel like doing this. So you know what? This may be a little uncomfortable right now, but I am so excited to see the new me, to see the new body that I have. Or, you know, I see this ice cream. I want ice cream. Well, ice cream is very nice, and I do like ice cream, but I like stepping on that scale and seeing my perfect weight a lot better. Okay, so add pleasure to it. Change the way that you're thinking about things, especially if you're saying it out loud. Also, last thing, your brain's going to think of things in two ways. It's going to think of pictures, so it puts things in pictures, and then it's also going to think, it's going to create based on what you say. All right, so if you say, oh, I'm such an idiot, I can't remember how to do this, or I'm no good at math, I can't do math, or, you know, public speaking, I tried that one time and I didn't do a very good job with it. Okay, you've got this image in your brain that every time that someone says, hey, would you come and speak to our team, or hey, would you do this? You're like, oh, your brain's like, oh no, you're not going to do that, because you remember that one time that you messed up. Okay, so if you have a picture that's in your brain and you have the words that say, I'm so stupid, I never want to do this again, your brain makes sure that you have a panic attack, or that you are ill, or you have a headache, or something that you will have to cancel that event, because you've already told your brain, I'm terrible at public speaking, I never want to do it again, I'd rather die than do this again. All those things are going to create this mindset that if that ever comes into the opportunity for you, that it's not possible, and it's going to keep you from that. Okay, so if you have those limiting beliefs and those things that are giving you issue, go ahead and notice those and face them head on, so that you can be able to push past that. Because if you don't, it's always just going to keep replaying in your brain. It's going to keep you from being who God made you to be and with your talents, and that is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be going out and reaching other people. Let's see. Also use positive words in everything that you do. Make the unfamiliar familiar. So another thing that your brain really loves, this is the last thing. Another thing that your brain loves is things that are familiar. Okay, so your comfort zone, you know, we talk about your comfort zone, staying in your comfort zone. Go ahead and think of one thing today that can push you a little bit past that comfort zone, because the more that you do that and you say, this isn't this hard, I can do this, I'm amazing at this, I have a talent for this, I didn't realize I actually enjoy this. When you put a picture with those words that you're doing, your brain rewrites that and says, maybe I can do public speaking. Maybe I can get on here every Wednesday and do a public live. Okay? These are things that you learn that you can do. And you can, of course, ask God for his help in getting past these things or getting through these things. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful for you this week. Go out and love on yourself. I do want to challenge you, and I posted about this earlier. I want you to create a sign that says, I am enough. Okay, I went ahead and went a step further and put, I do enough. And another step further, I have enough. Okay, because you don't want to operate on the thought that you are always lacking something or that you don't have enough. Also, if you are someone like me who works all the time, partly because I enjoy working, I do enough. That way it helps me to create those boundaries and stop and quit working and go outside and pop more fireworks with my kids just for a little brief time and then come back in, okay, and be able to work some more. It helps you to establish those boundaries and to have healthy boundaries and have healthy time set aside for work, set aside for family, for kids, for your marriage, all that type of thing. Okay, so I hope this helps you. Join with me next week again on Word Up Wednesday. You never know what I'm talking about. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but I started doing essential episodes. These are always going to be about essential oils, and it's going to tell you different things. These are questions that I get all the time. Can I travel with oils? Can I ingest oils? Are they all the same? Why can't I just go purchase oils over here? How do I use them? Can I use them if I'm taking this medication? Can I use them? Will they interact with my birth control? All of those kinds of things are questions that I get, and so I've started to do this series so that I can hopefully answer the ones that you have. If you do have a particular question, go ahead and email me fullonpurpose@gmail.com or send me a Facebook message. You can find me at Becky Williams _fullonpurpose. You are more than welcome to send a message to either one of those. Find me on Instagram at fullonpurpose. And hopefully this has helped you. I will see you again next week. God bless. Go love on yourself.